Jadron here. What's going on, guys? This is all me. I purchased this for like when we're in the van. If we got to run into a store, this is said to be an air cooler, right? And I got the dogs in there, and they're gonna be in there for like 15 minutes. Sure, we could put the sunshade across the front. We could park in shade, but I want a little bit more for the dogs, just to drop the temperature a little bit, if possible. And I think this is going to be it. So this is an air cooler. Here's a basic look at it. You have power, you have mode button, you have light button. You fill the tank here simply by pulling this up, fill it through that little screw there, screw it back on, drop it back down. Now, it's operating off USB, and of course I turned it to the wrong side. I just want to show you the consumption. It says working current 0.2 amps to 1 amp. That's low. I can run this off of the solar setup that I have in my van right now because I've charged LiPo batteries on 1.5 to 2 amps. So that's a huge reason why I got this. It's USB. You can see I have it plugged in the computer right now. This battery on the computer is not really great. I usually keep it plugged in. Shame on me. But let's go ahead and try this out. We're going to turn it on. It's on mode 1. We do also have vent right here. And it feels cold. It really does feel cold. I don't have a temperature here, like a thermometer or anything. It feels cold. And again, this nobody gave me this. Nobody approached me and said, "Hey Jay, would you want to review this?" This is all me thinking of my dogs in the van. I seen a review on it. This guy did a review on it, and he thought it felt like cold air. It seemed like it's definitely cold air. Like that's definitely cold air. So that's mode 1. And as you can see over here, it's not putting a significant draw on my battery. We're at 89%. It says the battery could run for 2 hours and 10 minutes. That's perfect. Even if I just wanted to run it off of this, that's perfect because then I can have some airflow going through the van for the dogs that feels cooler. Just as well as the sunshade on the front. We also got blockers on the back and whatnot to block out light. But let's go ahead and put it on mode 2. Try to point that out myself. Right there. It's a lot more fan involved, and again, you can see over here, my battery voltage isn't dropping significantly with this connected to it. This, try to show you over here. That white plug's plugged into there, and it's plugged into here. And that does feel like cold air. I don't know how it's doing that, or maybe the water is cooler than the outside temperature. It does say you could use ice water in this. I bet if you used ice water in this, it would be super cold, which that's something to consider too. Maybe carry ice cubes or crushed ice with me, put it in, fill it with water, and then it would exert an extreme amount of coolness for the dogs when I got to run into a store or something when we're traveling in the van. We'll go ahead and put it on the third mode. Fan output's much greater. Doesn't seem to be using a whole lot of water. I did mess with this a little bit before I started the video. It was maybe about up to here. I didn't fill it. But yeah, I think this is a keeper. And I got this on Amazon. I'll leave a link down below. And the reason I got it on Amazon as opposed to eBay or anywhere else, I figured if it don't work, I'm sending it right back. And I think I also Vipin. I think it was Vipin or Dealright. I'll try to find it maybe, or you guys can search. I think there was a code on this where I got this for like $30 some, which I figured it's worth the risk. It is absolutely worth the risk for me to check it out and try it. And again, it's not juicing my battery horribly, so I could probably even run this off of a power bank. I have power banks that'll do 2 amps, and this thing's said to be only running at 1.5 or lower. I like it. I'm going to keep it. We do also have a light feature, which you can barely see. Maybe you can see it over there. Here, we'll hold it like that, and we'll turn it off. You can see a light, kind of like a little night light, which I don't think I would ever have to use or ever want to use. That just draw more energy. But dude, this can run for an in-store run. Absolutely it could. And it would probably draw no energy off my solar setup on a sunny day. I'd probably actually getting more energy into my battery, and this would, it probably wouldn't do anything. It's running on low amps. That's why I got this. Huge reason why I got this. Alright guys, I'm J Drone. If you haven't subscribed, smash the subscribe button. Air cooler fan, I'll leave the link for it down below. I like it, and again, it feels cold to me. Like, it's not ice cold, like it's not freezy cold like you would get in a car, but there's also no Freon attached to this, so I don't know what it's doing. I don't know how this works. But again, the review that I watched, the guy was kind of along the same lines as me, where it was like, it's definitely doing something. This is definitely, like, it is. It's absolutely colder air than the surroundings around me. The fan in that third level is nice. Fan in the first level, I can feel it here. It's not as nice as the third, clearly. That second's very doable. The second's very doable, where I can feel it on my chest behind the camera. And the third's excellent. So, I don't know. I'm stamping it. I like it. If you haven't subscribed, smash the subscribe button. Something completely different. Again, this is to meet my needs, to meet my dog's needs when we're traveling in a van. And also, I mean, if you were in a warm office, bam, plug it into your computer, point these vents at yourself here, bam, so just like that, smash yourself in the face. You're gonna be a lot more comfortable, I think. But alright, guys, later.